Nancy Sima comes under fire for wearing hijab on set of upcoming film. Nigerian actor Nancy Sima has come under heavy criticism after she posted behind-the-scenes photos from the set of a yet-to-be-announced film with the working title, 3 Working Days. In the photo shared on her Instagram page, the actress is seen wearing a sleeveless shirt while holding a gun with her head covered with a hijab. Nancy Sima was also seen with other cast members in what looks like the scene of a robbery. In another image, she posted herself fully covered with a burqa while holding another gun. Reacting to the choice of the outfit, Bashar Ahmad, who served as the digital communications assistant to former President Muhammadu Buhari, took to his ex-Instagram writing, and I quote, "I join my brothers and sisters to strongly protest the use of the hijab, niqab, in an upcoming Nigerian movie produced by one Miss Bolanle Ayo. The hijab is an outfit deeply attributed to Muslim women that symbolizes respect, modesty, and religious devotion, and I believe it should not be used as a mere costume in a movie, especially when the scenes it portrays are clearly associated with negative moral vices."
All right, and he continues by saying that he added, using the hijab in such scenes is a profound disrespect to our mothers, sisters, and daughters. This garment is a symbol of respect, and portraying it in a manner that suggests otherwise is offensive to those who wear it for religious purposes. The producers of this movie should have considered alternative costumes such as balaclavas or masks for such scenes. For us, the hijab, niqab, is not worn by our women to hide their identity to commit crimes, but to respect, follow, and abide by the teachings of our religion. The Muslim rights concern, Murik, has also weighed in. In a statement signed by the executive director, Murik, Professor Ishaq Akitola, the group called for the ban of the yet-to-be-released movie. Murik describes the movie as satanic, adding that it depicts Muslim women as criminals and incites the public against them. Professor Akintola maintained that the film is capable of setting Nigeria on fire if urgent action is not taken by the relevant authorities, while urging the National Film and Video Censors Board to investigate and place an immediate ban on the upcoming film. So I really understand what is going on here. And I think that the people that have even really suffered and have not had any say are the nuns and the reverend sisters and all of those, which I really understand. This is a religion, and the people who practice this religion have spoken. But you see, Professor Ishaq Akitola always says something. And this is the second time I'm reading something that has to do with the religion, and he will say it will set Nigeria on fire. So the other time it was Davido's issue, the signee to his record label, who, Logos Olori, who did a video in front of the mosque, and he was sitting by the public address system or using the public address system. You know, it had something to do with the mosque. And he said something like, it will set Nigeria on fire. And I'm like, I understand the fact that you might not be okay with something, but I do not think that while trying to correct something, you should be inciting something as setting Nigeria on fire. This is the second time, and I think it gives me some kind of goosebumps. And it reminds me of when I was in school, where, you know, there will be the Muslim brothers and sisters, they will say that they are doing holy, what's that thing? And so they would start fighting in Awolowo Hall. Anybody who attended Obafemi Awolowo University will remember that particular one. They would say they are fighting for something. I think they said somebody watched pornography or something at one of the cyber cafes in Ife. And so before we knew it, in fact, we did not even know that they had some gadgets in the mosque. They were bringing out machete and all that, and they were saying they were fighting holy, what's that word again? So I am of the opinion that if you're going to correct something, it should not turn to war. It should not turn to setting someone somewhere on fire. Yeah. It baffles me so much.
Because it always feels like that's the nearest word to say, violence.
Yes, violence. And then the whole Nigeria will now suffer for...
And, you know, the funny thing is, Islam is a religion of peace. It's supposed to be a religion of peace, right? So I don't think that violence is supposed to be associated with it. Even in Christianity, violence is not supposed to be associated with anything that talks about the Almighty Father and God. But going back to this news, I know that it's not just this. I mean, there's just other things that has been holding us back as Nigerians or as Africans, which is religion and tribalism. It's a very huge issue. Now it creeps into creative world.
Because it keeps coming. I was just sorry to interrupt you. You remember Eyo? Lagos.
Yes.
Oh, what's that? The title of that?
Gangs of Lagos.
Gangs of Lagos.
Yes.
You know, an association in Lagos State stood up to and said that, you know, according to their tradition, you know, should not be portrayed in that manner and all that. So it's always coming up.
It's funny because, I mean, when we always look at the diaspora, we look at the Western world, and we love how they there's no limits to their creativity, right? They do a lot of creative stuff. I mean, the Russians by now should be complaining a lot about how the Americans depict Russians as villains in movies, right? Or the Arabs, Afghanistans, you know, all these people. Most of the American movies, there was a period where it was just Russians that were bad guys in movies. There was a period that it was, you know, the Arabs that were bad guys in movies. There was a period that we watch all these movies, we applaud the movies, we love the movies. It's not the first time that, even in foreign movies, we see where, you know, people with the full garment, not even just half, the full garments they are wearing, they are carrying weapons, and they depict them as violent. That does not mean that the religion or those people are bad people. It doesn't mean, it's a fictional, it's called fiction for a reason. And I think that we take that, you know, that line of fiction and creativity, we spread it too much, and then we now incite violence into it and say, oh, it doesn't depict that these people are that people. Or for instance, they'll say, oh, let me use my own people. They say, okay, maybe the ethnic people are bad people in a movie. That doesn't depict that in real life they are bad people. It's just fiction. Except we want to start making up races in movies now and call it another thing entirely. Maybe we'll say, oh, Wakanda, which it doesn't even exist in real life. So except you want them in Nigeria, the filmmakers, to start working that way and calling tribes that we don't even relate to or things that we don't relate to, then it will be unrealistic. So, yeah, I think it's just a thin line that we're walking, and very soon it's going to kill creativity in the whole entertainment industry. So, moving on the entertainment news.
I think we should just go on a break, take a breather, okay, and come back to the rest of the news.
Let's take a breather.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Yes.
All right, we just took a breather and we're ready for the next news on the entertainment scene. And next one, Limpopo by Casey was initially meant to feature Beyonce by Soso. Casey's former manager, Soso, made a rather shocking revelation in an interview with TVC where he stated that the monster hit song Limpopo by Nigerian singer Casey was originally intended to feature American singing superstar Beyonce. Let's take a look at what the music executive and businessman had to say.
Limpopo was supposed to be a song Casey featuring Beyonce, but we couldn't get Beyonce on the song. One of our friends wanted to bring Beyonce. I would say one of our chairman wanted to bring Beyonce to Nigeria. So it's like, okay, you guys should help me get Beyonce. Went to New York, I will try to get Beyonce. We don't have any contact, so we went to Jay-Z's club in New York, 4040. We sat down there, started buying Ace of Spades so that we could get attention and all. So long story short, we couldn't get Beyonce because she said she would not sleep in Nigeria, she would sleep in Ghana. That's how the deal did not go through, and we couldn't get Beyonce. So we recorded a song in case the opportunity come for her to record. But she didn't come, and the song was sweet. We just released it, and that was what changed all our story, Casey's story and everything.
The behind the scenes story adds a fascinating twist to the history of the hit song Limpopo, which was released in 2013.
Wow, interesting. This is news to me. I'm like, is this Lamba or is it the truth? So I understand the fact that you might just mention it, and Beyonce go good for this kind, but that one of our chairmen wanted to bring Beyonce, and she now said that she cannot sleep in Nigeria. She will sleep.
That's a win for Ghana right now.
OJ, has Beyonce been to Nigeria before? Yes, now, right? Thank you. In Ilorin and Sarakio said Jay-Z and Beyonce. Fantastic. Thank you so much. You know, OJ is always in my ears.
In all of this, I'm just imagining Beyonce on the Limpopo song, actually.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Limpopo.
She go come they do. She go come they do African style. Because this thing is so. I was now wondering, I be lambani. And I am sorry because I just look at Beyonce because it is like you have a deal. It's not as if we have not, partnered or had something to do with other artists from from other climes. But I'm just saying that Beyonce is such a funny human being in the sense that sometimes she's not even answering people. Somebody like Ellen DeGeneres had to go and do a billboard and was like, Beyonce, she did not still answer.
So, I mean, I don't think this is even supposed to be a news in the sense that it was a proposition that, okay, we might like to have Beyonce.
That's what I'm thinking.
And
there is nothing bad in that.
International features. I mean, even on he has a song with One Republic as well. So I know that.
And this is the first time I'm hearing that thing.
Yeah, so it's a thing of propose. Okay, should we do Beyonce? But she was not informed. It's different. It's different. Maybe her camp was not, there's no payment, there's nothing. So I don't think a deal was struck in any way. It was just.
Oh, yeah, give us a verse now. Like Beyonce's verse. Oh, yeah.
To the left, to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Limpopo. Please. I don't want to.
Oh, no, don't they give me lamba for Friday. Man. Kilo shele.
Like, I love you, bro.
Oh, my God. You will just wake up in Nigeria to so many interesting stuff. Thank you so much, so for cracking me up so much today. What?
To the left.
Oh,
yeah, Limpopo.
Oh, yeah, give us this, Beyonce.
To the left. To the left. I mean, let's.
Oh, no. Let's just move on already because what? Celine Dion to perform one song at the Olympics opening ceremony for $2 million. Canadian singer Celine Dion is reportedly set to earn a staggering $2 million to perform a single song at the Paris Olympic Games opening ceremony today, Friday, July the 26th. The legendary singer is set to be preparing to return to the stage for the first time since she revealed her 17-year-long battle with stiff person syndrome. This report by TMZ follows her appearance at the Royal Monceau Hotel in Paris ahead of her supposed performance, as she earlier expressed her long-standing dream of returning to Paris and seeing the Eiffel Tower again. In an interview with Vogue France, Celine Dion is, however, not new to the Olympic stage, as she had earlier performed The Power of the Dream at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. TMZ also reported that the singer is gearing up for a triumphant return to the stage with a new Las Vegas residency, and she is in the final stages of negotiations for a comeback show at Resort World. The residency is set to begin in late 2024 or early 2025, but it is not expected to be long-running. This new residency follows the postponement of our previous Las Vegas show in October 2021 due to severe muscle spasm. Celine Dion announced her diagnosis of stiff person syndrome, a rare neurological disorder, in December 2022, but she has been determined to return to performing despite her health challenges.
I mean, she deserves this.
I'm happy.
I mean, and she actually, I mean, when we read about this some time ago, she did mention that she's looking forward to
returning to the stage
again.
Yeah.
And the Olympic stage is an amazing stage for her to do that. And $2 million, she's worth every dime.
I'm telling you.
She's worth every dime.
I mean, that's a superstar. That's a legend right there.
Definitely.
I'm really looking forward to it because, of course, it is today. And I'm just so happy for it. And I look forward to the thing happening at the end of 2024, or maybe even it is in 2025. May God keep all of us.
Amen. Right.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So let's go on this break, music break, and we will return with our other packages. Disconnect at all.
No Disconnect is still the #1 entertainment show, and it's time for Social View. So be prepared to have a good time as we'll be looking at some of the crazy moments from the world of social media. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's
I'm
delve
ready.
into social media.
So.
All right, let's check out the first one. And it says, why did they hold this guy like this? They say, education is key. And they say, oh, yeah, use start Lexus. I don't think this one entered.
It did not
still,
enter, but
it's education that you
is actually key. Now, the social has entered. Your education is also education is key, please. Education is key.
Yeah,
please.
but because
there will always be that place for education. So talking about our system in Nigeria is another thing entirely. But that place, where they say, because you can have all the cars in the world, all the luxury in the world, and at the end of the day, you can't do certain things. You would always find that loophole where, if that person had an education,
if you were not educated, you would not know how to start keyless Lexus.
perhaps,
Because you will get there and you'll be looking
and you'll not
so it's
know.
still education.
You know, in fact, if they now teach you that one self, you now get to the one you cannot even sign your name. You can't. I'm sorry, because there are people who actually have money, but they can't do certain things, and those are the things people who are educated will now be reaping them, and they are so little things.
To be honest, I always tell people, I said, there's no room for ignorance in
Yes.
this time and age. Even if you did not finish school or whatever, there is social media.
If I had all the money
is
in
the
the world,
internet.
I go just they go to.
There's
school,
no
they
excuse. Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
no.
excuse to be ignorant right now.
I'm telling you.
If you go to YouTube, search anything, you can learn everything.
Yes.
On YouTube. Just on YouTube, so
please.
there's no room. All right, let's check out the next one. And it says, there's a picture. Do you remember this picture? This magazine that tailors used to use.
Oh, yeah, the catalog.
Yes. Say Pinterest before Pinterest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right.
Right. So they used to have all of this, I don't know, it
Different
should be
styles,
catalogs, right?
yeah.
That you have different styles that you can always choose from.
Yes.
So people did not even have any problems. Once you get to the tailor shop, they'll just bring the books out.
Then Bless says here, she says, I want this top, but I don't like the hand. Use the hand of this other one. Then for the skirt, use the skirt of this one that is down. Do you understand?
But the thing is, I do it as a creative. I might like something and I might not like the entire thing about it. So I'm altering so many things.
So you do it. You're the one that has to give tailors headache.
So if you have to sew for me, then you have to be... I'll give you a headache, but it will not now be a headache for somebody who knows the job.
Right. All right, next one, Vince says, it says, food is expensive, guys. We should only eat when we start to feel dizzy.
I am so sorry. But you know, when I had this discussion with, this conversation with Mr. Yori Folarin. I was dieting, and we were now talking about why do we even eat 3 square meals? Like, sometimes it is not because you're hungry. It is just because it's a habit that you know that, 2 o'clock don't knack, make I go chop. Not that you're actually hungry, and there might not even be need for it. I'm not saying that people should, but for somebody like me who likes to do like intermittent fasting and all that, and I'm used to it.
Me, I cannot fast. I fast, but there's a limit to my fasting.
One girl told me in the UK that she was fasting and then she just passed out when she was crossing the road.
Okay.
So I said, please don't do it again.
All right, let's check out the last one here. I'm going straight to the last one, and it says, babe, I'm not getting married. It's a music video. This is him getting married.
A lot of people have found out about their booze on social media. Getting married.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay, so I still have one more. Right, and it says here, who is going to prison when you become president? Wait, this guy has an answer. He says, those people in the market with speakers blaming Staphylococcus aureus for all the diseases.
My own is help me with that Rema song. Hey, what's that? Hey. Monday morning, you're talking about me while I'm making money.
So who is going to?
So let me tell you something. If you think that you're my hater in any way, form or shape, let me tell you.
How you go take? Who are you sending to prison? Give us names.
In any form or shape, you're my hater.
Give us names. Who are you sending?
Monday morning, talking about me while I'm making money.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have from the world of social media today on Social View. Now let's check out an event package that we have for you. We'll be right back.
All right, on this note, on this very, very happy note, number one, we would like to apologize that we couldn't bring our guest on because our guest was running late and we were so pressed on time. Time is always at a premium right here. So we apologize that we couldn't do that. All right, we would like to say a very big thank you to Eve's Recipes one more time. Tongue twisting. One more time. Thank you so much for blessing us with some donuts. I've not really gone to see the other things inside, but we are very grateful. OJ has finished it, but that's why he will not grow tall.
Yes,
that's why that guy will not grow tall. All right, I've done this with my wonderful cutie boyfriend. He's as cute as a button. You agree? My name is Honeypot, and we want to join you to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life to the fullest. We'll catch you on Monday. Meanwhile, you can catch all the episodes on YouTube, okay? Thank you so much. My name is Honeypot. We'll see you bigger and better next week, God willing. Bye.